very good and a pleasant day to all of you. Okay, I hope you enjoyed your grammar classes so far. Today we are going to look into prepositions. Okay, as students of English language, I think and I hope that you can identify prepositions when it is used in a sentence. Okay, today I'm going to show to you or give to you three simple definitions for prepositions. Okay, and at the same time I'm going to give you two different types of prepositions, how to identify them, and I'm also going to give you various examples. Okay, so prepositions, three simple definitions and two different types of prepositions. There are 5 different types of prepositions in English grammar, but today we are going to deal with only 2 different types of prepositions. Okay, so what is a preposition? A preposition, okay, a preposition is a word, okay, that connects. This is the very important thing. Okay, a preposition is a word that connects nouns, pronouns or phrases with other words in the same sentence. This is the very first definition. Okay, a preposition is a word that connects nouns or pronouns or other phrases to other words within the sentence. Okay, so this is the first definition. A preposition is a word that connects a noun, pronoun or phrases with other words of the sentence. Very simple. Okay, that is a preposition. When I give you examples, you can understand it better. Okay, this is the very first definition for preposition. So what is the second definition? Okay, again, this is the first. What is the second one? A preposition, again I'm using the word connects. Okay, a preposition connects people, objects, time and direction in a sentence. Okay, so what it essentially connects? Okay, so it connects people, objects, time and direction in a sentence. So a preposition is a word that connects people, objects, time and direction in a sentence. I think you can understand the second definition also very much better when I start giving you the examples. Okay, so the third one is prepositions are short words that are used directly in front of a noun. This is the third definition. Okay, prepositions are words. Okay, very important, short words. Prepositions are short words that are used directly in front of nouns. Then also you will understand this definition for prepositions when I start giving you the examples. Okay, he, first example, he sat on the chair. Here you know, okay, since you have studied prepositions all these years, you can easily identify that on is a preposition here. So it is very simple, correct? The second one is there is in the fridge. Okay. There is some milk in the fridge. So in is used a preposition here. It is connecting these two phrases of the sentence. Okay. See, it is used directly in front of the noun. This is noun here. I told you prepositions are short words that are used directly in front of a noun. That is the third definition I gave you. So, directly in front of the noun. The chair is the noun here. Correct? The fridge is the noun here. So, directly in front of the noun, the preposition is used. Okay. Third one. She was hiding under the table. Okay. So she was hiding under. Here under is the preposition. So it is used directly in front of the noun. Okay. So prepositions are short words that are used directly in front of a noun. In the first sentence, okay, he sat on the chair. The chair is the noun. On is the preposition. Used directly in front of the noun. Second sentence, there is some milk in the fridge. So directly in front of the noun we have another preposition here which is in. Okay. And she was hiding under the table. The table is noun. Okay. And directly in front of the noun we have a preposition called under. So these are the examples for prepositions. And the second definition I gave you, that it connects the people, objects, time and direction in the sentence. So it just connects. Can you see? It is connecting. There is some milk in the fridge. So this is used as a connecting word between these two words in the sentence. Phrases or words in the sentence. I hope it is very clear now. Okay. When you look at the sentences, you can easily identify prepositions because it connects. At the same time, it is used directly in front of the noun. These are the clues for prepositions. Okay. So, I told you I will teach you two different types of prepositions today. Right? I told you I'll teach you two different types of prepositions. These two types are very important prepositions. Okay. Two different types. And also, these are very important because these are the commonly used prepositions. We have totally 5 different types of prepositions, but today we are going to deal only with 2 different types of prepositions. Once I start giving the examples, once I start explaining the 2 different types, you can understand it in a very clear way. Okay. So the first one is simple prepositions. Okay. So what are the simple prepositions? Simple prepositions, we saw the example so far, that is at, in, okay, under, of. So all these are the examples of simple prepositions. Okay, these are the examples. Okay, so these simple prepositions are used to describe people, okay, and also objects. Okay, these are used to describe the people, objects. That's why we use this simple prepositions. It's very easy. Okay, so just to give one example for simple prepositions, because we saw a lot of examples before only, all those prepositions fall under simple prepositions. So since of is new here, I think you all took notes. Okay, so she was hiding under the table. That was the example for using a preposition under in a sentence. She was hiding under the table. Okay, so of, the cat jumped off the counter. The cat jumped off the counter. So off is used here Of is again used in front of the noun here. You notice it, it's very easy to place a preposition in a sentence. It is very easy to identify preposition in a sentence. That is why I said in front of a noun a preposition is used, okay, and it also connects the two different phrases in a sentence. That is a very simple clue, and these are simple prepositions, okay. So what is the second type of prepositions I was telling you earlier? So the second one is double prepositions. Double prepositions. Okay, so the double preposition, what does it describe? It describes, okay, the first point is it describes direction. So how can you keep all this data in your mind? See, it is double prepositions. You have these two D as the clue. Double prepositions describes direction, okay, in a sentence. So what are the examples? And the most important second thing is two simple prepositions join together to form a double preposition, as the name double suggests. Okay? So double means two. So two simple prepositions join together to form double prepositions. Okay? So the examples are, what are the examples? Upon, onto. Okay? These are the from, within. These are the examples, some of the examples for double prepositions. Okay, so upon, onto, from, within. If you take up, on, these are two simple prepositions joining together as one double preposition. I will show you the example. Once upon a time there was a beautiful princess. This is the example, okay. Once upon a time there was a beautiful princess, okay. So once upon a time, okay. So these are two simple prepositions come together as a double preposition used in a sentence, okay, to describe the direction in the sentence. Okay, so what is the example for the second word, onto? Okay, so onto is the second word. Again, on and to. These are two simple prepositions, again combining together as onto, okay, and acting as a double preposition. Okay, so here the baby climbed onto the chair. The baby climbed onto the chair. So here onto is a double preposition. I think you understand it clearly now. So third and the last example is, okay, from within. So from within, from is one simple preposition, within is another simple preposition. So together they join to form double preposition. Okay, so how? I will show it to you in the example. The loud noise came from within the class. So when you are inside the class, when you are making so much of noise, so how could you use this double preposition for this particular situation? The loud noise came from within the class. So this is the double preposition here. Okay, so this also again describes the direction of the noise in the sentence. So that's why I told you keep this D as a clue, this direction D as a clue. So double preposition always describes the direction. So today we have dealt with two different types of prepositions. One is simple, the other one is double prepositions. The common prepositions that you use in everyday life, they are termed as simple prepositions. For that I gave you examples, okay? And for double prepositions, two simple prepositions come together to form double prepositions, okay, to describe the direction. So this is the best examples for, these are some of the examples for double prepositions, and I also gave you the sentences for both simple prepositions and double prepositions. I hope you all understood. You will get a worksheet for this preposition, simple and double prepositions. You will have the choices also. Kindly look into the choices and write the answers properly. And when you think for some time, when you look into the notes that you have taken after listening to the class, you can easily identify the prepositions that are there in the worksheet. Okay, kindly do the homework and finish the homework and submit. Thank you.